My dear friends, I am truly grateful that you've joined me today. Please find a quiet place, sit back comfortably, and listen very closely to what I have to tell you. Today, we are going to talk about a story that every single person over the age of 60 needs to hear. It's the story of a woman named Margaret. Margaret is 68 years old. One ordinary Tuesday morning, she was standing in her kitchen, simply making her morning coffee. There was no sudden pain, no warning. But suddenly, the ceramic cup slipped from her fingers and shattered on the floor. Her left arm felt heavy, as if it didn't belong to her anymore. When she tried to call out to her husband, the words were scrambled. One side of her face began to lose its tone, drooping slightly. Margaret was experiencing a major internal crisis, a stroke. But here is the part that almost no one talks about. Before the ambulance even turned onto her street, Margaret did something shockingly simple. It was so effective that later, the doctors told her family it likely saved her from permanent disability. She didn't have a medicine cabinet full of emergency drugs. She didn't attempt anything dangerous. She simply changed her body position and controlled her breathing in a very specific way. In our stage of life, those first 3 minutes before help arrives are the most powerful minutes you have. They determine the future. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what she did. I want to explain 2 things: the quiet signals your body sends before a crisis, and the gravity-assisted method to keep your system stable when every second counts. You see, a crisis in the brain often starts very quietly, almost politely. Think of your mind like a vast, beautiful city at night. Millions of lights are powered by a constant, delicate flow of energy. Every memory of your grandchildren, every thought, every step you take depends on blood delivering oxygen through tiny, fragile pathways. Now imagine one of those pathways becomes narrowed or blocked, even for a few seconds. A small part of that city goes dark. Sometimes the lights flicker and come back on quickly. Doctors call this a warning episode. Many of us are tempted to dismiss it. We think we just stood up too fast, or maybe we're just tired. But your body is actually pulling the fire alarm. It's a distress signal, telling you that a bigger event might be moments away. The real danger for us is our own stoicism. Most of us were raised to push through discomfort. We don't want to make a scene or bother our families. But in these moments, that quiet endurance can be life-threatening. If your arm feels suddenly heavy, if words disappear mid-sentence, or if your balance feels off for no reason, listen to your body. Do not wait to see if it passes. Even if these signs last only a minute and then vanish, the clock has started. This is the golden hour, but the first few minutes are the diamond at the center of that hour. This is where Margaret's technique comes in. The moment you feel a loss of control, your first priority is safety. Do not try to walk it off. Sit down immediately to avoid a fall. If possible, lie down flat on your back. This is where you use gravity as your strongest ally. You must elevate your legs, find pillows, cushions, or even the arm of a sofa. You want your feet about 12 inches higher than your heart. Why? Because as we age, blood can pool in our lower bodies. By lifting your legs, you allow that blood to return to the center and move toward the brain more efficiently. You are redirecting the life-giving flow to where it is needed most. While you are in this position, you must begin rhythmic recovery breathing. This is not just deep breathing, it is a specific signal to your nervous system. Inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for a count of 2. Then exhale very slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. This slow, deliberate pattern does something remarkable. It increases the oxygen content in your blood while simultaneously calming the panic that naturally sets in. Panic is our enemy. It tightens the blood vessels and robs the mind of oxygen. By breathing this way, you are keeping the vessels open. This combination, leg elevation and calm breathing, buys you the most precious resource in medicine: time. Now I want to talk about the hope that comes after. Our bodies have an incredible God-given ability to heal. We often think of the brain as a rigid machine, but it's more like a living garden. If one path is blocked, the brain can actually grow new connections. This is called neuroplasticity. I've seen friends in their late 70s regain their speech and coordination simply through gentle consistency. The rebuilding process starts early. The first 48 hours are vital, but what you do in the months that follow is just as decisive. Gentle movement and specific nutrition send constant signals to your system to reconnect and rebuild. Nutrition is your internal architecture. After 60, we need to focus on foods that keep our pipes clean and flexible. Omega-3s from fish, the antioxidants in deep-colored berries, and leafy greens. These aren't just diet tips. They're the tools your body uses to keep the blood moving smoothly. Flexible vessels are the best defense your mind has. But we don't have to wait for a crisis. I want to teach you a morning activation ritual. Before your feet even touch the floor tomorrow morning, sit on the edge of your bed for 1 minute. Take 3 very deep breaths. Then gently pump your ankles, lift your toes, then your heels, in a steady rhythm. We often call our calves the second heart. By pumping them, you're helping push the blood upward after a long night of lying still. It prevents that sudden morning pressure spike and clears the fog from your mind before you even start your day. Longevity isn't found in a pill bottle. It's built in these small, quiet moments. Laughter, a warm conversation, or a walk in the sun. These things release molecules that help your arteries stay responsive. A responsive body is a resilient body. Think back to Margaret one last time. When her symptoms struck, she didn't freeze in fear. She remembered what she had learned. She lay down. She lifted her legs. She breathed. By the time the paramedics walked through her door, her speech had already started to return. She had won back her own future. Knowledge is the antidote to panic. This isn't about living in fear of what might happen. It's about living with the quiet confidence of readiness. It means if the moment ever comes, you are not a victim. You are an active participant in your own recovery. Aging is not a process of decline. It is a process of becoming more aware. You nourish your future with every breath and every thoughtful choice. So please remember this. If things feel wrong, get horizontal. Feet up. Breathe slow. Let gravity help you. I encourage you to practice this today. Lie down for 5 minutes, elevate your legs, and try the 4-2-6 breathing. Make it a part of your muscle memory. And please, share this video with someone you love, a neighbor, a sibling, or a friend. We are all in this together. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this helped you, please like the video and subscribe to our community. Every week, we'll explore more ways to age with dignity, strength, and a clear mind. Stay calm, stay aware, and take care of yourself.